Chinaza Adibu Oti Bani Jale Alusi Sirike, Alusi Karata Oti Bani Jale Alusi Nenye Oka Wele Oti Babu Oka Alusi Ijele Munya Alusi Oti Babu Oka Alusi Ijele Munya Alusi Kedu mwane kumaka yao Oti Bani Jale 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 Mwana kuwaro oh Oti Bani Jale 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 Kedu mwane kumaka yao Oti Bani Jale 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 Mwana kuwaro oh Oti Bani Jale 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 Ogwefi Eze-Ana Ugochi tubelu no rifite Akaji ofo Oti Bani Jale Okalusi Akwesi no Ti Bani Jale mmon Alusi na-ebuli elu mmon Alusi na-eweta yoma Alusi ọganiru mmon Alusi ana-akụ mbamba Oti Bani Jale mmon Alusi na-eji igbo ejoru Na-eweta mbuli elu Oti Bani Jale nnekwu mmon Eze-Ana Ugochi tubelu si mụ buchalu gịnị bụ oke mmon Oti Bani Jale Alusi Sirike, Alusi Karata Oti Bani Jale Alusi Nenye Oka Wele Oti Babu Oka Alusi Ijele Munya Alusi Oti Babu Oka Alusi Ijele Munya Alusi Kedu mwane kumaka yao Oti Bani Jale 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 Mwana kuwaro oh Oti Bani Jale 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 Kedu mwane kumaka yao Oti Bani Jale 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 Mwana kuwaro oh Oti Bani Jale 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 Ogwefi Eze-Ana Ugochi tubelu no rifite Akaji ofo Oti Bani Jale Ekele mgi Akwisi mukele Friends of the Temple Amukele ezi oyigi woke Nwa manna ya na wo orifite Nwa fere nna ya na nna ya Nwa na-atụ egwu Chukwu okike Nwa manna ya onye ọ ga-adịrị mma Nwa fe eze ruo ya Nwa manna ya na-ekele nna ya bụ Azụbụike na-ekelekwa nna ya bụ Nze Akosa Akwụsị m kelee onye ka Chukwu chi na-emere m Okeke aka Ajaka ọgwụ na South Esi m kelere gị ezi enyi gị na Nara Cosmas ejim na Nara nke dị n'Enugu State.
Good morning viewers all over the world. Egwu ego tata anyị ji bata bụ egwu Chinaza Adibu onye egwu tiri mmụọ nọ na temple Oti Bani Jale. For some of you that are seeing me for the first time, call me Ogwefi Eze-Ana Ugochi tubelu no rifite ma ọmaka Chukwu. Abụ m onye isi nchụaja na Ugochi tubelu na temple. Anyị na-agba afa mmiri emi lụkwazị ọrụ mmụọ dị iche iche. Abụkwazị m onye isi nchụaja na ọdịnala Restoration Evangelical Mission. Lụkwazị onye mgbasa ozi ọdịnala Igbo. So you can call me a priest or ọdịnala evangelist. I will answer. My mission is to help people live better life. N'ụbọchị taa n'oge awa nke isiokwu anyị ji wee bịa bụ step by step of what you must do to grow spiritually. Step by step of what you must be doing to grow spiritually. Pay attention in today's lecture. Believe me, it's a unique one. It's a life-changing topic for some of you that are seeking for the truth. You want to know everything about Igbo spirituality. This message today is for you. So stay tuned. I'm only in the social media platforms. Share it, tag your friends so that they will hear from the horse's mouth. I'm only in our television channel, Eze-Ana TV. Tell people about our administrations. He na-eme nke ka Chukwu okike pụrụ ime ihe niile onye ike niile si n'aka ya bịa gozie gị ma gosipụta gị oke. So before we dive into today's lecture proper, important announcement: we are in a new month. month of March. And our month ritual for the month have started. Dịrị niile sonyela anyị na nke February enwetago nchịkọta ya bụ aja nke ọnwa February na their various WhatsApp numbers only. As you all know, we don't share testimonies maọbụ ihe ọrụ na social media maọbụ n'eziokwu TV. You know why? It's not necessary. It's not why we're here. But I can tell you the ike dị na aja na Chineke maka na igwe bike nwanne chụwakwa aja maka na aja karịrị ọgwụ. Yes. So ihe m na-achọ ka m kọwalụ gị bụ na aja ayiri n'igwe nke anyị malitere ihe karịgoro arọ ịtọ 3 years now. We have lots of testimonies, believe in me. So ọ bụrụ na ị dị interested in isonye na aja a na-achụ n'igwe maka na igwe bike chaatị m na WhatsApp. Ị nwere ike isonye na aja anywhere you are all over the globe. Yes. So n'isi ụtụtụ ejegori m na temple chụọ aja gọọ ọfọ kwubi okwu n'isi ndị friends of the temple, n'isi ndị children of the temple, and isi members of Ordinary and Restoration Evangelical Mission and our fans all over the world. I ejego kwubi okwu n'isi fa. Etu a ka anyị ga-continue making this declaration and sacrifices upon their lives. Then till the last day of the month, anyị ga-eji ihe ọnụ na-eli olili jee na mmiri jee mee saraka jee na-akpọ ọkalete ndị mmiri jee chụọ aja for favor. Gbagota jee na temple jee n'ebe nchụaja chụọ aja 20 days of powers jee n'ebe nchụaja gbuo ebu mee saraka. Nwanne chụwakwa aja maka na aja karịrị ọgwụ. So ọ bụrụ na ị dị interested isonye na monthly ritual a, ihe ị ga-eme bụ ịchaatị m na WhatsApp ime token donation forward ya 3 prayer requests anyị ga-edebe n'ọta na-achụ aja na-aga ọfọ na-ekwupi okwu n'isi gị throughout the month. Yes. Mana o nwere ihe nchọ ka nkọwalụ gị. What you don't know remains a mystery to you and not to all. And I keep saying that you should strive very hard to acquire knowledge. Because if you are knowledgeable, you're going to master. If you lack knowledge, you remain a slave. So pay attention in today's lecture. Believe in me, your life will never remain the same. Because I guess you know cookie jackie no tar. Make you buru onye nwere onwe gị site n'oru nke ime mmụọ. Spiritual slavery is the worst form of slavery ever. So pay attention. Igbo spirituality is deeper than many of you thought. Igbo spirituality is not all about egoji, bebere, chuaja, buano only. No, far from it. Igbo spirituality is a complete spirituality of its own. Spirituality, like I told you, remains the same all over the world. Yes. Because nobody teacher and a water bringers of message, messiahs. When yam badum, no. It started from time immemorial. And there's a aburo opuna, audience opuna. And appear in many forms. For appear as the bringers of the message. For appear like prophets. For appear like a priest. For appear like onyamuma. For appear like a dibia. For appear like a gracia. If you follow appear like a guru. Yes, grandmasters. Well. Forget about the name the person chooses to go by. But what I want you to know is that na agbụrụ ọbụla na-enwe onye nzọpụta nke agbụrụ ahụ. But today, Igbo spirituality is not carnal the way people thought. That Igbo spirituality is all about awoji, Eze-Ana, Tano. No. The eternal of the aspect, put the merriment, the saraka aspect in the spirituality. Igbo spirituality is the complete one. If you look it deeply and understand what spirituality is all about. Like I told you, before I came to Igbo spirituality, Umumu have taken me around. I've read so many spiritual books, I will not be able to call by one now. But I can tell you, my Igbo spirituality remains the best because Igbo spirituality and the African spirituality remain the best for we Africans. That is why I'm calling all African descendants to come back to their roots and understand our spirituality perfectly. I'm even calling the African descendants from black nations, those Africans living in Caribbeans, black Americans, and Jamaicans and all those areas. Yes, those blacks, that their origin is from Africa. Via slave trade, most of them lost their identity. They can actually figure where they came from. Whether Nigeria, whether Ghana, or whether from any other of Western Africans. But as long as you are black, your root is from here, Africa. I call upon them to trace their roots the possible way they can. And they should not forget that their root is Africa. Africa will be one. To that, I want to explain to you in details what our spirituality is all about. Spirituality has many aspects. The praying aspect, the knowledge aspect, the meditation aspect, of course, the merriment aspect. Let me tell you, spirituality you understand. Faith without work is dead. No nibase no kukwene nwere ezi olu nwuru anwu n'onwe ya. You must have the faith, the conviction. You must be ready to practicalize it in order to show what you believe in. So, spirituality, for some of you, I'm here to clear some ignorant people that thought Igbo spirituality is all about Eze-Ana. No. A true person that understands Igbo spirituality perfectly should know that Igbo spirituality is beyond the merriment aspect. If you really want to be a core spiritual person, to discover the real you, is by discovering the real you will be able to liberate yourself and be able to activate that your inner power in you. Man, know thyself. Many years ago, a topic known as man, know thyself. We should not get lost in searching of ourselves. So discover the real you and be ready to activate that your inner you in order to strive for what is noble and for you to be able to discover and develop the inner you. That is the only way you can change whatever that is happening around you. I keep saying it, that you take your destiny into your hands. How you want your world to be, that is how it should be. How you want your world to be, that is how it should be. If you want your tomorrow to be nice and better, you have to work it out today. You have to work it out today. Because as you want your tomorrow to be, you design it and make your that tomorrow of your choice to come into fulfillment. But you must work it out. Developing spiritual lifestyle is not for lazy minds. I will quote Bible to back it up. Go and read Matthew 7:7. Why I normally quote Bible is because I was once a Bible scholar. And why I'm quoting Bible is because I understand that greater percentage of my followers are Christians or must have come across Christian studies. So for that reason, I'll be quoting, citing some statements from the book you have read in order for you to understand me perfectly. Does it make any sense if I start quoting Holy Nkomi for you? Deep thought. And you have not read it. Does it make any sense if I start quoting the Lion of Africa? If I start quoting what I read from some of the Lives of the Saints, what I grabbed from their journals, or if I start quoting the story and life of Zoroaster, or start telling you about Buddha, or start telling you about Muhammad, or start telling you about Ephesus, start telling you about the gate open, heaven open, or if I start telling you about so many other spiritual books, I would not like to start mentioning one after the other. Yes, you have not read some of those books. Or if I start telling you about the book In the Light of the Truth, you have not read some of these books. So it doesn't make any point quoting them. So I want to use the popular one known as Bible to cite my example. Matthew 7:7 says, and I quote, "Yọọ ị ga-ayọta, chọọ ị ga-achọta, kụọ aka na a ga-emeghere gị." Meaning, for you to be where you want to be, you strive for it. You want to be great in life, you seek for it. You work it out. You search, make effort, you knock, seek for wisdom. That is how the gate of wisdom will be open for you. You strive towards the greatness and where you want to be. That is the decision you must make by yourself. Let me tell you, there is no shortcut in spiritual greatness. Don't allow anybody to mislead you. There is no shortcut in success. The problem of this generation is that they are too lazy to do research, to learn, to acquire knowledge. But all these things is actually what you need. Because you need those things in order to become a better human being. And for you to be a better human being, you must learn all the spiritual character. You must understand what is expected of you. What is expected of you is this, that you must be ready to activate that inner you, so that the best in you will be out. And like I said before, how you want your tomorrow to be, you will be the one to work it out. There is no man afforded anywhere. So don't be deceived that there is miracle money or miracle anything, or that spirituality is transferable. No. Even if you are born in a family of Ndawu, for that Agu to begin to manifest in you, you must develop it yourself. That is why most of you have great talent, have great Agu, have great spiritual support, but they have not started manifesting. You know why? because you have not done the needful, you have not activated it. And that is the reason why I'm here today, to tell you one step by step what you must be doing in order to activate the spiritual strength in you. That you have calling, there is no doubt. Some people normally chat me, Eze-Ana, that when they are small, they used to see, they used to hear. And I told you in my previous lectures that then when they hear about clairvoyance, all these things, then when they intuitively alive, their intuition power is very much alive. I can tell you that every human being or a genuine human being have the capacity and to develop that natural power embedded in you. Is follow up. But the problem is that you have not given yourself, the real self in you, an opportunity to develop that spiritual strength within you. You have not made an effort to recharge yourself, to plug yourself to be charged is your own work. Nobody will do it for you. You must be ready to charge your inner self, because they say prayerless child of God is powerless child of God. Prayer is one of the keys. I want to go say that prayer is the master key. No. Yes, the concept is actually wrong. And there are many keys. And there are many master keys. And there are keys that prayer alone cannot open. Yes, he had me correctly. There is some certain key that only prayer cannot open it. And there is some certain key that what can open it. And there is some, obviously, and there is some keys, some certain condition that prayer is the key, no doubt. But there were some certain keys, some certain conditions that the only key, the master key that will unlock it is meditation. You know. And there were some certain keys in your life that the only thing that can open it is determination. And there were some certain keys, conditions that the only master key that can open it is hard work. I can mention as many as possible, but I can tell you, we in this gross material world, we have multiple master keys that is suitable for many conditions. So today, I want the bandage in your eyes to fall so that you will see things in reality, and for you to understand how things work in creation, because that is the only solution that will really save you in this world. Like I said before, Igbo spirituality is not all about the merriment aspect, because some ignorant people normally use that aspect to make mockery of Igbo spirituality, without knowing that merriment is part of spirituality. Yes, Saraka, very important. Yes, because Saraka puts smiles on people. Remember the story in the Bible. We were told once, why I'm citing those examples for you to take the lesson therein. We were told that there was a certain time that Jesus is going about doing good. And on this particular occasion, crowd. They have crowd of people that came to just to hear some words from him, words of encouragement, words of redemption, as a master, as a messiah to his people. Because actually they are seeking for the truth. After giving them the message, the spiritual food they need, he now turned to his disciples and asked them, is there any provision to feed these people? And they said, no provision. However, that they saw some children with loaves of bread and some few fishes. And that's okay, bring them. To cut the whole story short, we were told that he fed thousands of people that came for that particular interaction. So you can see that even in striving and working hard for spiritual food, the physical food is also needed. Even in spiritual matters, ndị Igbo na-atụ ilu sị na ọ bụrụ na dibịa buru ọnụ na-agba afa, ọ na-ada na mmadụ ga-anwụkwa na mmadụ ga-anwụ. Enyojuo dibịa afọ bụ mgbọrọgwụ na ajọ ọfịa. So with the motivation. So even while meditating in spiritual aspect, then feeding the physical you is also important. So Igbo spirituality is a companion one that understands that every aspect is important in spirituality. Is it the prayer aspect, the praying aspect? Is it the meditation aspect? Is it the motivational aspect? Then is it the entertainment aspect? That is the merriment. They are all important. Because na onye agụụ na-agụ, ị mara where na Chukwu okike na-azụ mmadụ nri, while agụụ na-agụ ya, ọ chọgodo something ọ ga-eji wee hold afọ ya. Ntị ọ dịkwa. So what I'm telling you today is this: strive for knowledge. It's a pity that in this generation people are no longer reading books. Yes, people don't normally read for research. No. However, if you cannot be able to read, try to follow people that normally teach what will help you. So that if you cannot read, you can be hearing it to digest it within you. Because any knowledge you acquire in life will see you throughout the rest of your life. So always strive for vision, knowledge, very important. Knowledge is not all about the academic knowledge, no. However, it's also good. But I can tell you, spiritual knowledge is also very important. Because even if you acquire all the academic knowledge of this world, and in spiritual matter you are novice, believe in me, you'll be making some serious mistakes, because you need, what you would have done is to balance everything in creation. Over cultivation of the intellect is not only solution. You need to balance the intellect with spirituality, so that it will not be over cultivation of the intellect. So what am I saying? Pay attention to spiritual matter. Let me tell you what you must be doing. I insist that spiritual control the physical. If you want better tomorrow, you work it out today. Yes. If you want better tomorrow, start today to create it. You formulate it with your mind, how you want your tomorrow to be. Then work it out. I'm always advising you to understand that whatever that is imaginable is achievable. You create the world, create what you want to be. And for the fact that you want to be great, then you must be thinking like great one. You must be ready to search. You must be ready to acquire more knowledge via listening to great minds via attending to seminars, retreats, workshops, and seminars. That is how you can interact with other great minds, because iron sharpeneth iron. Who are you following on social media? Maybe you are following people that always tell you and talk about youth, always crack joke, but no atom of spirituality in what they're telling you. So what am I saying in essence is this: pay attention to the spiritual you. Activate that spiritual you for your own benefit. How will you do it? Like I told you, if you are new in Eze-Ana, know it that Eze-Ana is a complete spiritual package. Like I said, ị ga-amụta ka esi aga ọfọ. Ị ga-amụta ka esi aga ọfọ. It will be part of you. Do you know, in my temple, there is no way anymore every morning I must go. Once I woke up, I will go and have my bath. Very important. Then after that, I will walk down to my temple for a go for the morning rituals and making declarations. Yes, very important. Because no nabu before I want so for you to be great in life, add a very spiritual connection in you, because you need the spiritual vision, you need the inspiration, you need the spiritual knowledge, you need that spiritual boost, you need that spiritual support in whatever you do. Even your imagination, you must spiritualize it, so that the spirit will back up your vision, so that your vision will come to fulfillment. But if you are not backing up your vision will only be imagination that lack strength in order to come to reality. So great time for your spiritual exercise, very important. I will give you the instances, what I'm doing and how I managed to be at the level I am now. Remember, from the childhood, I'm a child that always strive for what is noble, always striving to know about spirituality. I started it not today. It has been long, even from my childhood. From my childhood, I'm not at the time that you will always be dragging to go to religious gathering. No. I have serious interest in knowing about more of spirituality. Though I'm Sagittarius, but I pay attention in anything concerning spirituality from birth. That is why even when I was with the Roman Church, I belong to almost more than half of the societies in the Catholic Church. All this effort is because my spirit is yearning for knowledge and vision. All these societies in the church, I wasn't their member, all of them simultaneously. No. What happened is that I belong to this group. Maybe after some months, maybe after some years, I will feel like I want to move to another stage. I might drop that society and enter another one. From my childhood, I began with Brock Rosary. Yes, I began with Brock Rosary. From that Brock Rosary, I enter Region of Mary. From Region of Mary to Confraternity of the Most Holy Rosary, to Marian Movement of Priests, MMP, to Confraternity of the Most Holy Rosary, to St. Anthony of Padua, to Purgatorial Society, to Catholic Charismatic Renewal Movement, and to Bible Society. You can see I have touched so many of them. So what I'm saying in essence, all these groups in the Catholic faith is for me to gather more knowledge. Because my spirit is yearning for more understanding. During that time I was with the Roman faith, I have my bookshelf. If you go there, beside my altar, you will see virtually every book of the Roman faith. I have Vatican I, I have Vatican II, I have Canon Law, I have the Catechism of the Catholic Faith by Pope John Paul II. I have the books of this, what are they calling it? The convocation of various councils of the church. Why they convoke any council, like Council of Ephesus, Council of Nicaea, and many councils. You know, because every council, there must be a reason why they convoke that particular council. Like the Council of Ephesus, where they declare that Mary is the Theotokos, the Mother of God. So, and all some other councils they held in the church. I did all those things because my mind was still searching for the truth, yearning for the truth. At my 18 years, I've already started speaking, doing my morning crying and the rest of them while I was saying charismatic. Something. That is what maybe made it possible that even I began to go for evangelism. I began to join some theologians in preaching and defending the Catholic faith when I was still under 20. At my 20 years, I've already started showing joining the theologians, some Reverend Fathers in All Hallows Seminary in a program we call Maria TV Council. It's a program where we defend the Catholic faith. So virtually all the philosophical books and the theology of the Catholic faith, I have most of them. So in my spirit is still searching till I began to read so many other spiritual books, the philosophical books, and the metaphysics and rest of them. I began to read so many books. I began to read world religious books, to study all those things because my heart was yearning for knowledge, spiritual knowledge. And it's like my instruments were like taking me from one state to another, one stage to another. Even when I traveled to India, I was exposed to understudy about their religion. I followed them to their temple because my heart keeps yearning for knowledge. So what am I saying in essence is this: create time, because for you to be knowledgeable, you must work for it. Even if you are highly intellectual, you must be ready to develop that spiritual spark in you. So what did I do? When I finally, after analyzing so many spiritual books and spirituality, I now came to understand that African spirituality is the best because it's our root. Because now called Jeremiah, I think 6 verse 16 or say, chọọ iruo n'ụzọ ebe dị confused, jụọ the part ụzọ ahụ ndị nna nna gị ha soro na mbụ. Ask for that ancient part. Yes. So when we are Jubas, yes, I now find out that Igbo spirituality remained the best because it's the path my ancestors followed. But when you now begin to practice foreign religion, it has limitation. Because Igbo spirituality is embedded with our culture and tradition, which is a plus to our way of life and our way of spirituality. People normally, because of ignorance, mix Igbo spirituality with ignorant people, like people that is making dangerous charms, soiling their hands with blood. Believe in me, Igbo Igbo now practice Igbo spirituality and they are soiling your hands with blood, they are not serious. Because Igbo spirituality frown at spoiling as a splitting blood. You are not permitted whatsoever reason to kill or take life because you cannot create life. And in creation, you are not permitted to destroy what you cannot create. So anybody that claims to be a spiritualist under Igbo tradition, that Nebu Mado, believe in me, that person is never a true Ordinana spiritualist. I can tell you for a fact. Ndị nna anyị ha bụ mgbe gboo enwe ka esi kwafuo ọbara a na-akpụ alụ. So and ịkpụ alụ is a serious matter. I want to why we descendant of Rima, the process. Is not, this is not confession. It's more serious than those so-called confession. So, and will process you undergo. Then again, what I want to tell you that create time for your spiritual exercise is very important. When I started, I was in Abuja doing very well. For some of you that don't know me, when I started my journey, I worked very hard. From my contract work to businessman, I was surely doing very well. Before finally I answered my call. Yes, I have been living in my own house while I was living in Abuja. So I did not join Igbo spirituality because of material things. Yes, anybody that was in Abuja 2018 down to 2012 must know noble sources computers, unless if we are not in that line. Because as an importer, within these years under review, I import American used laptops from US. Major company I normally buy from is from New Jersey. It's a EPC company from US. That's where they deal on refurbished laptops, projectors, desktop computers, and they use electronics. Yes. So for the fact that I'm an importer of that particular line of business, people comes from, despite the fact I'm within the Dede and the Kubwa Aziz, people comes from Maitama, Maraba Nyanya, down to my area to get. In fact, some people comes from Kogi State because I was in this gg.ng. You can go and verify noble sources computers. So I was doing well. Before I came to Abuja, I was living in my own house. So it's not today. I did not answer my call because of maybe hunger or whatever. No. I had to be okay. So when eventually I answered my call because when I lost the marriage I cherished so much. That is exactly what drove me to do consultation for the first time. But I did everything in that marriage not to crash. When it happens, I said, no, something must be done. So I began to do consultation, begin to search, looking for seers. because what is happening is beyond my imagination. So all back I know where reveal what am I still waiting for, that my time for work has matured. That I should leave everything I'm doing in Abuja. I should go, that my attention is needed in my father's house. That the family of four that was handed over to my own father, that she misplaced, as in discarded, because she was a Christian, that I should go and restore the offer. That family destiny and the greatness lies in that offer that is a symbol of covenant my forefathers had with you. That is why that offer was the first offer in watching. In watching the offer while still in Abuja. From time to time I come home to perform, as in feed the offer and rest of them to watch him. Till eventually losing my ass is enough that this time I must go and start my work full. You know why I'm normally use my story to give you an example? It's something you can verify. It's not, this one is not fairy tale stories. See, eventually when I came back, finally, because before the year 2020, I used to come back home, do my rituals and go back to Abuja. Till finally 2020, before the COVID-19, is when I finally packed down to my place. I told my ancestors that I'm back. They should do with me whatever they wish. So that is how I started. The first thing is that I have come back with total submission. What will I do? And the answer I got that particular night is that I have been equipped with knowledge and exposure. Yes, that I should go. That I announced, okay, what will I do? And I had this voice very clearly that I'm called to be a priest and an evangelist. That whatever it takes for me to spearhead this particular evangelism, to propagate, has been given to me. And I recall my interaction with one of my friends, Mr. Mahmood from India, in year 2003. He took me around his altars, his temples and everything. And I followed them to their festivals in the temple. I learned a lot. And the message told me that I have gathered enough experience to go and tell the world about Igbo spirituality. So step by step, that is why if you go to my YouTube channel, you will see it. I intentionally allow those messages, those my topics and lectures from 2020 to date. You can go and Google it. That's how I started. And the consistency, every day, what I did is that I created time for spiritual exercise daily. Every day I will create time for meditation. So what I'm telling you today, take it home. You must have time for spiritual exercise. You must have time for meditation. Very important. Is during that year meditation and spiritual exercise, you'll be given mandate, you'll be given inspiration, you will be given vision, and many things will be revealed to you on what you'll be doing at every given time, step by step, in order to develop. If you are a new person or an adherent and you have not paid attention in meditation and spiritual exercise, my brother, my sister, you are not serious, because that is the key. Create time, face east from the comfort of your home or wherever you are. Locate the east from your house. Always face the east. Have a particular time. I can tell you, you will begin to receive vision, knowledge, and you will be able to discover the inner you. If you know and is it by dream, by vision, by clairvoyance, clairaudience, by intuitively? If you put them into practice, they work like magic. You will never err. That is why when I came to Igbo spirituality, I keep telling people what Igbo spirituality is all about, so that they will be able to separate chaff from the corn. I keep that from that 2020. Go and watch my video. I keep warning people about dangerous charms. That dangerous charms is not part of Igbo spirituality. Yes, because those dangerous charms you are practicing, now boomerang. When time comes, it flows back to you, the originator. Let whatever you are doing be a joyful act. Even if you are doing your spirituality, let it be a joyful act. Because dangerous charms are formulated with much bitterness. If you are in one of the spirit of bitterness, you will not be able to because Ajowu is trying to bypass nature without caring whether the next person is hurt. Yes, it's not what is done out of love. It's what is done out of selfishness. You want to dominate. You want to take you want to take what it does not belong to you, and they don't care about your neighbor. That is not love. So in this life, we are supposed to be a joy giver. We're supposed to impact life. That is what Igbo spiritual. So if you remove the spirituality, the meditation in Igbo spirituality, then what you are having is just merriment. Let me stop here. So we will continue next time. But what I will tell you today is that create attention for your spiritual meditation. Tell them what you want and where you want to be. Tell them you want to make an impact in this generation. Tell them that you want to be a joy giver. Tell them that you want to save lives. And ask them what they want you to do. Then listen attentively, believe in me. They will keep giving you messages on what and what you must be doing in order for you to move from step 1 to step 2. By so doing, you will be able to climb and strive. Strive for a greater height, and it shall be well with you. Let me stop here. If you have any question in today's lecture, family, chat me on WhatsApp 0805 783 7672. I repeat 0805 783 7672. See you tomorrow. No gawa kezi oku. Abona onwe ebroje eji wechu aja. Emecha na oye pome. May the blessing of Chukwu Kepremi Henine be with you all. May you be protected. May you be favored. May the work of your hands begin to yield fruit. May man and woman begin to locate you. Remain blessed. See you tomorrow.